Red Bun means we're live, a casual take with your boy Stephen Pepper, here to give a take off my chest. So, let Tyrese Haliburton's performance last night be a lesson for all of us, okay? Don't let bad words bring you down. Instead, channel them as motivation. Because I don't know, man. It seems like since Tyrese was voted most overrated player in the league, not by the fans, by his peers, he's been playing like a superstar. He had a 30-point, 10 rebound, 15 assist game last night. I mean, when you're 25 years old and you join a company of Nikola Jokic and the Big O as the only players who ever put up that stat line in the postseason, I think it's safe to say that you're on a path to superstardom. Then when you factor in that Tyrese did it on 0 turnovers, he had 15 assists and 0 turnovers. No one's ever done that stat line in playoff history, and he's only 25 years old. I mean, to have that stat line, a triple-double, against that team, the New York Knicks, on that stage, the Eastern Conference Finals, to take a 3-1 lead, one game away from the NBA Finals. Then he had on top, he's already had so many memorable clutch moments this postseason, including recreating Reggie Miller's iconic choke celebration. I have a good feeling by the end of this postseason that Haliburton is going to be a household name. Even if they lose, like, let's say they go to the NBA Finals and get smacked around by Oklahoma City in 4, 5, 6 games. That doesn't matter to me because the fact that he got there on this magical run, fueled by the sheer amount of efficient offense that he can generate for the Indiana Pacers, that is a damn good foundation to build superstar off of. You know, I'm not saying that he's a superstar yet. I'm not going to go there. Now, I do think he's playing like a superstar. I think to get that superstar title overall, you need a couple more years like LeBron, like KD, like Steph. I think that's what Stephen A. Smith tried to argue yesterday, and everyone gave him a bad rap. But I think he's on path because he's just got this great skill that I think is one of the most underrated in basketball, if not the most underrated, and that is just making the right pass. It's not just in the NBA, it's in street ball. You know, it goes under the radar because everyone's so focused on shot making, bag, hezzy, tween. Can he just make the right read? And Hallie is just so impactful because he is just so great at creating advantages for others. You know, finding the mismatches. Can I find the big on the guard, the backdoor cut? Can I navigate a screen, the kick out? He creates so much offense for his team. I think Tyrese might be the best offensive generator or just like the best processor or maybe the best facilitator in the league because he never, ever makes mistakes in his process. It's like he's allergic to mistakes, and it's leading to the best offense in the league. Indiana is now 32-2 when they score over 120 points. That's Tyrese Haliburton's offense because he creates so much offense without making mistakes, without creating offense for the other team. I mean, that's like a quarterback who scores a lot of touchdowns without throwing a lot of picks. You know, he can make the check down, but he can also throw the deep ball. It's like a Joe Burrow. I can throw across the middle. I'm so surgical in my process. I'm going to score a lot, but not let you score a lot as well. I mean, Rick Carlisle said that the stat that Haliburton has a lot of assists and no turnovers, one day it's just going to be called Haliburton. I mean, according to Todd Whitehead of Synergy, that was Haliburton's 11th career game with 15-plus assists and 0 turnovers. I hope you guys know how crazy that is to have that many assists with no turnovers. Only John Stockton with 14 and Chris Paul with 13 has more. Steve Nash is right behind Haliburton with 7. That's where I think, you know, Tyrese Haliburton can end up being because what made John Stockton, Chris Paul, Steve Nash, Magic Johnson superstars in this league is that they created so much offense that it led to a ton of wins. Stockton, back-to-back finals appearances against MJ. Chris Paul won 50 games every year in his prime. Magic, 5 championships. Steve Nash, 2 MVPs. And here's Haliburton, back-to-back conference finals, a game away from the NBA finals because of the offensive machines that they are. And then when Haliburton just becomes this aggressive scorer, because my biggest knock in Haliburton's game is not his defense, not his three-point shooting, is that some games I'm like, dude, I'm going to need you to, let's go. Let's put some shots up, actually. Let's, actually be an aggressive scorer. And last night from the gate, Tyrese was as aggressive as you can be. He had, I think, 32 points to finish the game, but he had 20 by halftime. When he is scoring that many points, and when he is also generating that many advantages for others, what is he, the best guard in the East? Are we ready to say that? Maybe he might need some time. Maybe we do need to see him in the NBA Finals. But I think given what I've seen right now, Tyrese Haliburton, 30, 10, 15 game last night. I think overall it was like 30, 12, and 15, 32, 12, and 15. That was a superstar game. And I want to know what you guys think. Is Tyrese Haliburton on the path to superstardom? I appreciate everyone for listening to this episode of A Casual Take. Follow my social media to stay updated on all things related to the show. Until next time, see you.